got the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proving ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there?
Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record.
And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight.
Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed. It was the charisma. It was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's going to look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done.
And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, ready to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. And now let's get you our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Bruce the Dragon
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. I can barely hear myself think in this arena tonight. A fight that has been in our dreams now becomes reality. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus the great Bruce Lee.
It's unbelievable that we finally get Khabib versus Bruce Lee. How does Bruce Lee keep this fight standing? How does Bruce Lee keep Khabib Nurmagomedov off his legs? We know that he has the movement. We know that he has the ability, but how does he implement that into a mixed martial arts fight against one of the greatest fighters of all time? Dig and kick. Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, the wrestler having a little trouble engaging here in the clinch, and as you well know, he's got a lot of trips and takedowns from this very position.
Well, he manipulates you. He manipulates you from the underhook. He gets to the underhook, he starts to move you forward, backwards, he's tripping. He's foot sweeping you. He has so many different ways to get...
Oh, now going to the judo throw. He ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can go ground and pound, or he can chase submission.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. Oh, when you get in a bad spot on the...
Right now, it looks like he's going to chase an arm triangle. What he needs to do next is push the left arm across and try and secure it with his fist.
Oh, the submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Shows him the left and then follows it up with a right. Nice 1-2 punch there by Nurmagomedov.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. Now he's got a good body position. Yup. Nice elbow from the top position.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, this is not good. Mounted.
He's in a dominant position. Look at him attacking the wrist. This is tight.
You gotta be kidding me. He gets out of danger again.
Once again, he gets his arm out. Great submission defense.
That's one way to upset the equilibrium. Nice high kick. Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov. When he made his UFC debut in 2012, he wasn't striking like that.
No, he did not look like this. That's a credit to his coaches, not only at the American Kickboxing Academy, but at Eagles MMA over in Dagestan.
Well, they've made all the right reads here tonight, and there's another one. Beautiful read on the leg strike as he catches it and then returns fire with a punch of his own. So they have got the timing down here at this point of the fight. A little single collar tie there. Under 2 minutes now to go in round one. Takedown defense has held up thus far. Rips the body. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh.
Ooh, pretty good uppercut. Right hook attempt, that's a miss. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook. Oh.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. .45 seconds to go here in round one. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Immediately gets the underhook. Overhand right, swing and a miss. Oh, well, you know about his kicks. They are on point this evening.
Oh! He hurt it bad. Oh!
Oh, big right hand, yes. Nurmagomedov's trying to lock up on a submission now.
That guillotine is very tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Strong 5 minutes down.
Take a seat. Breathe. Deep breaths. Come on, come back to me. Okay, get some water and listen. You know what you're doing out there. We're working for angle.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. Nice jab. Hook is there. Pinpoint accuracy on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of If you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow. Right. You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle.
Nurmagomedov's going for the sub here. Oh, it's getting deep now, DC.
Dude's got a fight on his hands now.
Just when it looked like he might get submitted, he slams his opponent down with authority as the tide turns here. Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. Back mount now. Making all these shots count.
Got to be careful here.
All right, so the hands are crispy tonight. Not exactly what we thought we would see out of this wrestler, but as a former two-time U.S. Olympian yourself with some hands, you can fall in love with those.
He can fall in love with the striking, but he is showing tonight that everything starts with his wrestling. He gives it a level change, which then in turn helps him land in the striking. He looks fantastic. I did not expect him to look this good in the boxing tonight.
Oh, head kick, bang. Nurmagomedov goes for the takedown, he misses.
And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Nice shot to the body there. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Khabib's in half guard. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Nurmagomedov's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Less than 2 minutes now to go in round two. Oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Lee gets back up. Just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. All right, just like we saw in the previous round, the takedown is there at will. He actually wanted a side wager with you on over 10 takedowns tonight. You wouldn't take the bait, and perhaps it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's such a high number. So while it seems tempting, you got to turn away from it. Hey, a bet's only a bet because they know they also have the ability to win. Sorry. This guy knew that he would be able to secure takedowns and takedowns in bunches, and that is exactly what he's showing us tonight.
All right, so now we start to see some bruising appearing on the torso, and all of that courtesy of the body work of his opponent.
Just the wherewithal to go to the body and the discipline to stay with that approach. I mean, it's just tremendous. You see a fighter with a high fight IQ following the game plan, and it's working.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Back and forth we go. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and he's starting to show itself. Good round.
All right, buddy, take a seat. Breathe, relax. You did great out there. Let's make sure we stay a little safer, though. There was a couple opportunities he had to grab some submissions.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Block that strike. Wow! Takedown defense holds up. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Takedown defense holds up. Jab gets the attention of his opponent. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, nice level change.
Great work here from the bottom fighter. North-south position.
Yeah, he's trying to get to the darts here. That darts choke is tight.
Oh, he's out!
That was nice.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great job of landing, recognizing what they wanted to get done, and it's showing. This is a very evenly matched fight.
All right, side control now. Khabib's in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. Oh, right in the mouth.
Ooh, he's setting up another submission now. Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nurmagomedov. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
And again, dealing with that cut around his eye. Got to be careful.
He's got to shore up the defense, because if he keeps getting hit there, it's only going to continue to get worse.
Less than 2 minutes now to go. Oh, he's got his back. Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Lee. Oh, some big punches raining down here, picking his spots well, and hasn't chosen to engage his opponent on the ground necessarily, posturing up and making these shots count.
I mean, why would he when he's having so much success doing it and fighting in this exact same manner that's leading him to be ahead in the fight right now? Oh, he got to his spot.
Under a minute now to go. Oh, postures up and delivers a big ground and pound strike to the head. Nicely done there by Nurmagomedov. All right, setting up for a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
waning seconds here of round number 3. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, listen, sit down, take a deep breath. All right, you lost that round. I need you to go out this round and fight that takedown. I need you to stay on.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect this takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
All right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Lee's now switching his stance. Single leg takedown is good. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. He passes the half.
Nurmagomedov's got the full mount.
He's setting up a beautiful submission. Oh, it's getting deep.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Lee's eye is closing up. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully.
Nice positional control here. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Lee's in half guard now. All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between 2 phenomenal grapplers.
Nice jab there by Nurmagomedov. Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds.
Oh, he separates from the clinch.
He is going after that overhand right. Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking on this guy. He's got to do something different. And he's got to be very careful because look for his opponent to go over the top now that he set him up.
Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you've been hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elevation.
Both fighters throwing heat now. Big right hand lands.
Game of inches right there. It was a good night if that landed. Oh, nice double leg, yes.
He passes to half guard.
Ooh, right into side control, DC. Now trying to isolate an arm.
Yeah, he's trying to go to a Kimura lock. Right here, he'll either try to get the submission or use the sweep.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent every transition.
Oh, big shots here. Well, at this point, hard to blame him for headhunting, right? He has caused some significant swelling upstairs and continues to attack that area to great effect. He's having his way with him here.
You need to work out his position.
This is a terrible position.
Constantly a moving target. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fifth and final round.
Now he lands a solid punch. He does a great job fighting from both sides. Beautiful left hand shot. Well, he blocked that punch. Great timing on that double leg. Big right hook there by the champ.
Lee getting pounded by those hammer fists. We might get a stoppage here.
Oh, Kimura tag. Yup.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Lee's able to protect the eye there with that block, so that is a nice adjustment that the fighter made there to raise the guard and prevent further damage on that cut. Perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really starting to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up. It doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Well, I can't even relate to the mental and physical toughness we are seeing from these two individuals. Both fighters damaged and compromised, and yet leaning on the heart here late in the fight.
Yeah, they're both leaning on the heart. They're both trying to really show that they belong. They're both trying to show that they're the better fighter. They have been matched at every single step. They're both bloody, battered, bruised, but neither one of them is willing to take a step back. These guys want to win.
Side control now. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, he postures up in a big head strike by Lee. Drops down inside the now. Oh, he's setting up an armbar now.
Oh, it's getting very, very deep.
Oh, looks tight to me. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Lee. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Under 2 minutes to go in the fight.
I mean, these wrestling transitions are beautiful. These guys are really getting after it.
Oh, right into mount.
Wow, he is landing time and time again on that cut. at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, passes. Good job by the chance there. Slide back out.
Wow, so somehow, some way in this final round, back to the feet.
It's like he's playing the lottery, John. He got to his feet now. Does his numbers hit? He has got to hit every button to try to get a finish.
Well, he put so much stock into this fight, and now we're late in the game, and if he doesn't get a finish, this opportunity goes by the board.
I mean, it's almost so
Picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Oh, big knee to the body. Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch. All right, so another takedown here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again. 30 seconds to go in the round. Oh, wow, how about the roundhouse kick?
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that one landed right on the spot.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Fighters separate from the clinch. Taken down by Nurmagomedov. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win a decision, you want it